Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So in today's video, I am going to show you what I have prepped so far for the 2025-2026 school year. If you are new to my channel and you like videos like this, please make sure to like this video as well as subscribe to my channel. Also, if you are new, my name is Autumn. I have two girls. Alani will be going into second grade this school year, and Emmy will be starting kindergarten this school year. So I actually had a lot more to prep than I am used to having to prep. I'm not done yet, that is for sure. There are some subjects where I'm further ahead and some subjects where I am fully caught up, but I figured I would show you what I've got done so far, why I am prepping the way that I am, what I am doing, all of that good stuff. So make sure to stick around so that you can see all of that. All right, so I printed this just to make it a little easier to show. I've broken up our school year into 6 terms. Right here are terms 1 and 2. As I said, we're gonna do a Sabbath type schedule. So this is that break after the end of week 6. And so this kind of helps me to see enough, but not get overwhelmed. As you can see, I've left Emmy blank. I haven't decided if I will fill this in once I know our pacing. I don't have anything that's required with the state for Emmy, so I feel like I can be a lot more flexible. So I haven't decided if I want to figure out our pacing and then kind of put this in as what I think we'll do, or if I want to kind of plan backwards on this. And then homeschool languages, I just haven't filled this in yet either, because that's another thing where I really want to figure out our pacing. I want to get our school year started and then kind of figure out that kind of stuff. But for Alani, you can see core knowledge, geography, and history, that is blank because we are actually not going to pick that up until term 4. So this is when we are doing science, and then we are gonna switch out. We're gonna do science for terms 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna do geography and history for terms 4, 5, and 6. So that's why this is just completely blank. But this kind of helped me figure out how much I want to prep. My goal is to have 2 terms prepped. And when I say prepped, I mean printed out, ready to go. I have everything that I need. And so that is what I was working on, and I'll show you how far I've gotten. I simply called this binder Language Arts because for Alani, this has WAND as well as her writing program. So for WAND, I actually did not get 2 terms worth in this yet. This right here is only unit 1. So I do want to also get unit 2 in here, and then that way I have 2 terms for WAND. And if you are new to my channel, I like binders. I like to have everything in these binders, and then I take out the pages we need. Now for WAND, Alani doesn't have a ton of pages that are specifically for her. So I should have done this double-sided when I printed it, but I didn't. But like, she has some pages like this, but a lot of the things we are going to be doing won't be like worksheet style. So I like to be able to work wherever. So I normally take whatever page the girls need. I'll actually just move to the writing section for this because it's easier. And so I would take this page, I would take it out, I would put it on a clipboard. If we work in the homeschool room, great. If we work in the playroom, fantastic. If we work outside, it just makes it easier. I will take all of the subjects we need, put them on the clipboard, and then wherever we end up working, it's just easy to move around. I just like to do it that way. And then at the end of the year, I have everything already hole punched, so whatever I'm keeping, I can just put into a binder for us at the end of the year that then just has everything that I would want to look back at. I don't have to do evaluations since technically I private tutor instead of homeschool, but I do like to still have that binder option. So as I said, for WAND, I still have to print another unit. And then for Simplify Writing, I still have to print another unit as well. So this is unit 1. That is all unit 1. So there is a lot actually to print with this curriculum. And this is me just printing it all out. I'm not going through and deciding, oh, well, we can look at this on a screen or whatever. I'm just printing it all out for this. So I do have another unit still to print for Simplify Writing. And it says Writing Foundations because that's just the name of unit 1. Now for Zern, I have both of my girls in the same binder, and I just printed these out on Canva. I knew my girls would appreciate the animals. So I just put a little animal picture and then just labeled it. But this is Zern for my girls. Stickers always, because stickers are such a great incentive. But for Emmy, I have lessons, notes, and then assessments. And then for Alani, I have the same thing, lessons, notes, and assessments. Again, I just have them in the same binder. I could separate it more, but I didn't find this to actually be difficult. So I have printed all of mission 1 for Emmy that I need, and then all of mission 1 for Alani. I don't know what the pace will be with Emmy. I think I want to print 2 missions for her. And for Alani, with my pacing guide, we should actually be, so we should be going into mission 4 in the second term. So I obviously have a lot more printing to do for Alani, but this is just what I've gotten so far, and I'm very proud of what I've gotten done so far. As you can see, these are the lesson pages for Emmy, a lot more simple for her. Obviously, I'll be doing the reading on these types of pages. And then for Alani, you'll see the difference in the types of lesson pages she has. This first unit is just a review, so she's not really learning too many new things. And then in the back, I actually put the different pages that I laminated these ones, because these are ones that come up again. So these are the templates from the lessons. I just wanted to laminate them so that I can use them again. Same for this addition chart. It's actually not part of the curriculum, but I just like to have things like that laminated so that we can use them again and again. Emmy will be starting pinwheels, so I actually have her prepped and ready to go. I laminated the Val in the house pages. I have these printed on sticker paper so that I can cut them out. These are the traffic light editing pages. And then I also have some that I laminated, and then we can kind of just do like a check mark with a red, yellow, and green marker. And then again, I don't know what our pacing is going to be like. I'm really just gonna follow Emmy's lead with that. But I printed out a few of these pages, and I got started on her language arts binder. And for Emmy, I actually used different file folders. This is upside down. I still have to label this. I'm gonna have her design what she wants the same way I let Alani design what she wants for the cover. So right now, I don't know the front from the back, but this is the front. And I have her little bugs here. And then I have these folders. This is a little different than what I had for Alani. So these folders are the labels in hers. And I did add the assessment pages in hers, which I might want to do for Alani as well. Just having these in the back, I know this is supposed to be like Emmy's binder, but just having these in the back is nice. I put the scope and sequence for year 1, or the scope for year 1 in here. And then the assessments that I'm needing to do with her are going to be right there. So again, this is something, if you're new to pinwheels, this is something that we fill in as we go throughout the year. So that's why there's really no pages in here yet, but this will get full quickly. And then other than actually starting to organize things for the science materials that I need, I am done with Mystery Science, but I have to show you guys something. When I planned all of this out, it was off of there being 4 units. So animal biodiversity, plant adaptations, erosion and earth surfaces, and then material properties. So I had planned the whole, like, all of the terms out and everything based on that, and then like when I would start CK geography and history, everything worked out so perfectly. And then when I went to go print everything, I realized that they added in a new unit. So now they also have states of matter as one of the units. Now, I've printed out everything I need, but we might not make it to states of matter. When I planned all of this out, I didn't originally have that in. So, I mean, we'll see. If we pace this faster than I thought we would, then we will get to it. But again, when I planned that out, that was not the case. And then some of these things, like these are cards that we are going to cut out. This is something that I know we don't have to do for a future lesson. So this is something I can have Alani independently working on while I'm working with Emmy. So there are some things that, yes, I could have prepped and ready, but it also gives Alani something to do that is actually good for her to be responsible for. So I have some pages like that. Other pages that are bigger in here are like, this one needs to be folded because it's going to be a mini book. So those types of things I just put in these sheet protectors. And then I also put all of the assessments in here as well. So everything is actually prepped for Mystery Science, which is really nice. And the other thing that I am happy I got down was, this is where I just keep track of the curriculum by checking off the different lessons. So previously, because I actually have the old one in here, previously I would have just written like module 1, module 2, domain, all of that kind of stuff. But this time around, I decided to list out specifically what we are doing. And so instead of writing mission 1 for Zern, I wrote add and subtract friendly numbers. So I can kind of see a little bit better just from here what it is exactly that we're doing. So I wrote everything out for Zern, for Mystery Science, for CK History and Geography. Now for Simplify, I did it there as well. It was a little tougher for Wand because they're not broken up into lessons. Pacing is really on your own. So I broke it up because it has different things for the skills you're working on. I'll show you what I mean in here. So like phonics lessons, grammar, word study, spelling, writing, like that kind of stuff. Some of it is listed for certain lessons. Some lessons have dictation and another doesn't. So those are what I listed here. I just didn't write out the words. So I know here for Frog and Toad are friends, there are 5 different things I'll be working on for section 1, and then in section 2, 5. So you can see some of them are a little bit longer, but in general, most of them you're working on those same skills with a few things mixed in. As you can see, you're doing a little bit more here, but I really liked having the actual books listed out so that when I am quick glancing, I can see exactly what I need. So that's just something that I did a little bit differently. I made this a little more detailed this time around. That's gonna be it for this video. As of me filming this today, we are 2 weeks out from our first day of school. Let me know in the comments if you guys are also starting soon. If not, let me know when you plan to get started, or if you already have been going, are you year round? We definitely picked up a few days in the summer, but we are not year round homeschoolers. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.